Hey everybody, how you doing? Jamie and back at you again. Hope everybody's in a good place and a safe space as we wrap up this quarter, as we talk about transition to transformation. We've talked about reflections. We've talked about letting it go and pushing through it. We've talked about some really great topics this month. I hope you had a chance to really reflect, push through, let go, all those things to get us to where we are today as we talk about transition to transformation. But this one, transition to transformation, I think you're really gonna like how we wrap this one up. I think about my goals for the year. When I wrote my goals back in Q1 of this year, I asked him, I had a conversation with him, and as I was writing them, I always name my goals for the year, and I called my goals Transform Me 2021. I didn't really know that it was going to really hit home this way. This year, it's been a year for me since I started doing my entrepreneurial thing and, launching Executive Style and a couple of different business ventures, and it's been a transformation. It's been a lot of transitions, a lot of reflections, good, bad, you name it. I shared a lot of those with you. But the transition to transformation for me typically comes with a storm. That's right, a storm. A transition typically for me falls through a storm. And I was recently talking to a dear friend of mine. I told you we went to Africa back in January, and one of my dear friends, love you, man, he went through a bad bout of COVID, and he really thought that it was going to be the end for him. And I'm so glad we had such a rich conversation a couple of weeks ago. And he was like, Jamie, and man, Jay, I thought it was the end for me. I really felt as though I saw the pearly gates open and I saw the lights coming towards me. And all of a sudden, I just snapped to. But when I came out of that thing and I thought my life was almost over, I came with a new fire. I came with a new fire for life. He came with a new fire to say, you know what? I'm not going to let my surroundings dictate what happens with my goals and my dreams. I'm going to attack my life and I'm going to create this life. My life was spared. There's a storm that you go through, and typically when you get through that, you go through a transformation, y'all. I think about eagles. I love eagles. Every morning I wake, my daily affirmations, I say certain things like, I'm a lion, I'm a beast. I say I'm an eagle because I soar, I'm a visionary, right? But eagles are storm chasers. You understand? Eagles transition to transformation. They love storms because they realize that wind, that turbulence, that velocity is taking them higher. They can fly higher than they could on their own. They can fly faster than they could on their own. They develop muscles in that storm. They develop new vision through the storm. It is amazing. Eagles are like constantly looking for storms. Can you imagine living your life that way? That's when you start to transition into something very transformational. You start to transform into an animal. Call to action for this week. One call to action. Are you a storm chaser, or do you find yourself constantly being chased by storms? Are there storms that are constantly chasing you just because you haven't gone through them? You just haven't transitioned through them to transform into that person that you desire to be, to transform, to have that self-esteem and self-confidence you desire to be. I'm here to help you go higher. There's a link below. I want to make sure you spend some time with me. Let's develop some strategies to help you so that you're not chasing the same storm from 2021 into 2022. I'm here for you. Make sure you take some time to think about it. Like and subscribe, share with your tribe. We'll follow up one more time next week. We're going to end this thing in an epic style. Can't wait to see you, storm chasers. Take care, everybody.